following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget my website, www.drjwallach.com, for my CDs, DVDs, books, and all that kind of stuff. And we had such a great response from yesterday's show. I'm going to kind of add on to what we talked about, which was ADD, ADHD, attention deficit disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, okay? And again, very briefly, this carries on into adult life because people, if you don't get the information when you're a kid, you don't have it when you're a young adult, okay? Dead Athletes Don't Lie. What a great CD. Dead Athletes Don't Lie. Well, exercise is supposed to be good for you. Well, another CD, Exercise Without Supplementation is Suicide, because you burn a lot of fuel when you exercise, but not only fuel, but you burn things that maintain and repair and replace your cells of all tissues, okay? And then, let's see here. What kills billionaires? The same thing that kills young athletes who are 6, 8, 10 years old. Kills billionaires. They need vitamins and minerals too. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you don't need vitamins and minerals. We do have a great CD. It's called The Red Warning Light. I would go for that one, Red Warning Light. And that's with pharmacist Keith and myself. And then it's one of those things where, see here, Wallach Street for Kids, that's the business aspect of this. We want to get our kids involved. So, you know, you can get them involved when they're 8, 10 years old. By the time they're 16 years old, they'll be making enough money. In the Wallach Street for Kids, they'll have enough saved up. They'll have a great down payment for a car, and they can pay the monthly payments for a car when they're 16. They'll own their own car when they're 16 if they get started early. And then, of course, Prepare, is a great book, the Prepper's Survival Bible, Prepare. And again, this is something all kids need, is this book, Prepare, okay? And then hair analysis. This is absolutely essential. The book, Rare Earth Spin Cures, Chapter 10, tells you how to collect the hair, where to ship it. Don't forget to put the check in there because the lab won't run the test without it. But that'll tell you what nutrients this young kid is deficient in, okay? And it also has another chart that tells you about toxic metals. We're talking about mercury and lead and uranium and all that kind of stuff because these kids are full of that stuff. And these are laboratory tests. You know, it'll withstand any court, what should I say, visualization. This is very high-quality stuff. And so, again, I urge you to connect with us, www.drjwallach.com, get these books and CDs and DVDs, and get them on the program, okay? And the program starts with no bad foods, no fried foods. That means no air frying, no deep frying, no pan frying, no fried foods, no oils of any kind. No oils of any kind. No oils of any kind. Then no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, and oats to maximize absorption and nutrition. There are no gluten-free oats. The gluten in oats is called gliadin, still gluten. And then eggs, these kids need eggs. The yolks have to be soft. They cannot be hard-boiled. They cannot be fried. They can be soft-boiled with soft poached with soft yolks. They can be soft. I have mine soft scrambled. And, you know, little kids, little babies, they can have one egg a day. But, you know, if they're in like kindergarten, they could do an egg twice a day. If they're 6, 8, 10 years old, they could have 2 eggs twice a day. And then when they get into teenage, they can have 3 eggs twice a day, okay? And then they need that cholesterol, which makes up a substantial part of the white matter of the brain and spinal cord, and also hormones, male hormone, testosterone, female hormone, estrogen. Let's see here. And then, let's see here. Memory FX is a great one. It comes in capsules. Just read the label for dosage. Z-Radical is a liquid. Tastes good, but it's made from a seaweed, and it has a lot of the minerals and everything from the ocean. It's Z-Radical. It tastes great. And then Synaptive, I take 3 of those twice a day, weigh 142. Again, read the label for the dosage. And Synaptive is designed to give your brain cells the nutrients it needs to talk to its neighbor cells, okay, for everything from memory and, answering questions and so forth. HGH, human growth hormone. I take 3 of those twice a day. It gives your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland what they need to do their job, and they tell you who to chase for sex, and they tell you who to let you chase you for sex, okay? And then, let's see here, Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. That's for adults, that's the big one. And then Kids Toddy for kids who are too small to take 50 tablets, pills, and capsules twice a day. So Kids Toddy and Cherry Mints and EFAs. And let's see here, don't forget the Himalayan Goji. Oh, my gosh. Again, read the label for dosage. And then the EFAs and the EFA pluses. They are required for making your liver happy, your heart happy, preventing clots and all that kind of stuff. And, it wouldn't hurt to throw in the ultimate enzymes. We call it the gallbladder in a bottle. It actually helps you absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and so forth. It also helps you absorb essential fatty acids like EFAs and EFA pluses. Okay? And so this sounds like an awful lot, but it's not. People used to do that long before. They did it 100 years ago, but they don't do it now. Well, what do you mean they did it 100 years ago? Well, 100 years ago, they were using wood stoves and fireplaces, and they would take the wood ashes and coal ashes and put them in the garden as fertilizer because 90% minerals and 3% carbon. And then Grandma would put those wood ashes into our food as spices, and we got minerals that way. Well, as soon as we went to electricity, we had no more wood ashes, no more minerals.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, True Aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
We're We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget that website, www.drjwallach.com, for my books and CDs and DVDs. And then, again, don't forget these kids really, really need to be involved. They can start at any time, say 8, 10 years old. And, you get them going in the Youngevity business, and they enjoy having their own business. And you can do this through the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts. You can do this through the Brownies and the Girl Scouts, because they have these merit badges and things which encourage business, okay? And let's see here. And, of course, in business, it's one of those things where Wallach Street for Kids is actually designed, instead of Wall Street for Kids, it's Wallach Street for Kids, and goes into the basics of business that is written for 6th grade reading level, okay? And then, of course, let's see here. The other thing we have is Prepare, okay, the Prepper's Survival Bible. So those two books, really, we need to get going. And by the time these kids are 16 years old, they'll have enough money to buy their own car. I mean, that is an incentive for both boys and girls to own their own car, but they have to start when they're 10. And they can save enough money for a good down payment, and then they have enough money coming in every month based on the sales that they create, okay, and people they train and so forth. And they'll have enough money to make the monthly payments on the car. And, I mean, just think about it. When your family has kids that own their own car when they're 16 years of age, people are going to say, my gosh, what do these people do? They're geniuses, okay? And so this is something else. Okay, let's see here. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I've got a story headline, Vitamin C, an essential nutrient for good overall health. And they say vitamin C enables the body to efficiently use carbohydrates, healthy fats, and proteins by improving absorption. It supports the growth of health of bones, teeth, gums, ligaments, and blood vessels because it acts as an antioxidant and chemically binds to neutralize harmful free radicals. Also plays a key role in the formation of collagen and is essential for the proper functioning of all internal organs like your brain, heart, lungs, liver, bladder, kidneys, stomach, intestines. It also supports immune health. It supports the immune defense by supporting various cellular functions of both innate and adaptive immune systems. It supports cognitive health. A study found that vitamin C is crucial for cognitive performance, and it supports cardiovascular health. Another study concluded that vitamin C plays a pivotal role in preventing pathogenesis of cardiac and vascular disorders, including coronary heart disease. It supports respiratory health, supports a healthy digestive system, and supports skin health, supports oral health, and naturally elevates your mood. So vitamin C to win.
Yeah, and we have a chewable lozenge of vitamin C in Youngevity. And this goes back 200 years ago when scurvy was the plague of sailors. They get out, in the ocean for 2 months, and they get scurvy and die. And so scurvy, accidentally, the British learned about it because one captain had lime trees in his backyard and he was taking and given to his staff, and none of his sailors ever got scurvy. And so he started giving limes to the other captains. They gave it to their crews, and they got rid of the scurvy. And the British were called limeys because they were using limes in the lime juice. They didn't know what it was. They knew there was something in the lime juice. It was vitamin C that actually prevented and reversed scurvy. And so that's why the British were called limeys, because they were using limes to prevent and reverse scurvy. And they didn't know it was due to a vitamin C deficiency, but they just knew that there was something in the limes that actually protected them. And so this is a great story. And this is sort of the beginning of the concept of supplementation for prevention and reversal of diseases. And, of course, again, wood ashes were a great source of minerals. They weren't the same because the wood ashes were, the tree would suck up whatever minerals were in the soil where they grew. And nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blank around the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. And so the nutritional value from mineral standpoint of wood ashes varied significantly depending on where the tree grew. And so this is why we came up with programs so we know how many milligrams of everything there is. Okay, we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. Don't forget our website, www.drjwallach.com, for our books and CDs and DVDs. And Charmaine, you there?
I'm here, yes.
Okay. Now, you've been with me, gosh, going on 32 years.
Yep.
And have you seen people get rid of their early warning signals, you know?
Everybody gets rid of them if they follow the program.
Yeah. And what are some of the more common warning signals, red warning light signals you would see?
Well, gray hair, pain, walking, arthritis, stuff like that.
What about vertigo, dizziness, waking up at night to urinate?
Yep, dizziness, getting up tonight to urinate, you're right.
Ringing in the ears.
Yep. That's another one, yep. Definitely.
And these are so common, and people just brush them off as, well, I'm getting older, you got to expect some of that. No. These are warning signs of severe nutritional deficiencies, and they're the red warning light before everything caves in. That's why you have the red warning light in the dashboard of your car. And I think people pay more attention to the red warning light on the dashboard of their car than they pay attention to the red warning lights in their own system. What do you think?
I guarantee you they do. Yeah, people, they unfortunately don't take care of their own body until it's sometimes too late. And I still remember the Acres Convention way back when I first started, when we were bombarded from your lecture, and it was like 7 at night, and there were still hundreds and hundreds of people around our booth. I've never seen anything like it. And it was all these farmers. They knew they had to give selenium to their farm animals to stop them from dying of heart problems, but they never thought about themselves. And it was like a epiphany,
Yeah, it was an epiphany. It was an awakening.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you hear them all saying, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, we're no different than all the rest of the critters. We all got heart, lungs, blood, kidneys, liver, the same parts. You got to give the same things to all the parts to take care of them. And if you don't
That's correct.
You're not going to make it. And I like Dr. Milan, your wife, always calls it cardboard food. She says it tastes like cardboard food, what they give people. And we've gotten so numb to just accepting that we don't question it. And it's sad because food doesn't taste like it used to. Yeah,
and of course, minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around the crust of the earth. And so a carrot grown in Pennsylvania is not the same in nutritional value, particularly mineral nutritional value, as a carrot grown in Louisiana or a carrot grown in Texas or a carrot grown in Washington State. And so just saying, if we just put carrots in your salad, everything will be fine. Well, that doesn't count because you don't know what minerals are in the soil where that carrot grew. And the only way you can guarantee you're going to get all 60 essential minerals is to do what, Charmaine?
Take them consciously.
Yeah, you have to proactively take them. The price you'll pay without them is terrible. Death is a terrible thing when it just costs you pennies a day to prevent it. And so this is something we go around the world and give these lectures. We do Zooms now with all the technology. And people are saying, I've never heard of such a thing. Well, where have their doctors been all this time? Just always remember, only dead doctors don't lie. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the ultimate tangy tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Don't forget the website, www.drjwallach.com. And don't forget, my thesis is in the Smithsonian Institute of Natural Treasure. It represents 20,000 autopsies based on a $25 million grant from NIH. And why did they pick me, a dumb farm kid? Well, that's because they found the first mass die-off in America from pollution and got it documented and everything. And so they used that paper that was published in 1965 on that mass die-off from pollution in America to get that grant. And they picked me to be the pathologist on the project. Well, to make a long story short, after 10 years, W.V. Saunders, the company that was the biggest seller of medical textbooks, W.V. Saunders, bought the rights to my thesis, and they published them and sold them for $25,000 each. Well, nobody's going to buy a $25,000 book for home remedies, so we did a kind of a summary of that. It's called Epigenetics: The Death of Genetically Disease Transmission, because they showed there were no genetically transmitted diseases, there's no autoimmune diseases, they're all nutritional deficiency diseases. So the book Epigenetics: The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission is only $25, not $25,000. It's $25. So everybody can afford that for their family. Epigenetics. What a great book. Okay, let's see here, Doug. Let's go to callers.
Let's head to Montana. And Don, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Is that Don?
Hello, this is Don.
Yes, Don. Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Well, been taking your products for a lot of years, and used to work with Dr. McCoy and Dr. Paula and all the stuff in Montana, and I'm probably the most healthy 75-year-old guy that you ever met, except for just one thing. Found out I have prostate cancer, and I got a Greason score of 3, and there's a second number. I don't know what that's for. It's a 4, but I think it's like, you know, there was some other places that maybe look like.
How much you weigh? How much you weigh, Don? How much you weigh?
175.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? Do you have any other issues like diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis?
Yes, I have. I still have a little diabetes. I take, I
Sweeties?
take. I take Sweeties and selenium and stuff like that. But I don't always eat right, so it's not it's only my own fault.
Okay.
But I keep it under control. I take no medications of any kind, strictly supplements. And
okay, so your real concern right now is a diagnosis of prostate cancer.
That's my only concern.
Is that correct?
I used to have heart problems. You fix that. I had diabetes. You fix that.
Okay. Now okay. We only have a moment here. We only have a moment here. So the prostate cancer, is it contained in the prostate, or has it gone someplace else?
Nope, it's just in the prostate, and the urologist wants to do radiation, pinpoint radiation. He said there's a 95% chance that it'll get rid of it, but there are side effects.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Charmaine, what would you do for a guy who has prostate cancer? It has not gone anyplace. It hasn't gone to the liver or the lungs or anything like that. It's contained in the prostate. What would you do to support this guy's immune system? Okay. And Don, we want to support his immune system and fend off the cancer, whether he chooses to get that other treatment or not. Oh, hang on. We'll be back with the answer to your question, Don, after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 Pacific Time. Toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And let's see here, Doug, let's go right back to Montana and Don. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here, yes.
Okay, what would you do for a guy who has just a focal, he says focal, like a little spot, maybe the size of a pea or something like that, a prostate cancer. What would you do to support his immune system to deal with his prostate cancer?
Well, first he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils. And then I would get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs. And I would add to it the MSM, Fucoid Z, collagen peptides. And he's going to get a couple bottles of selenium with those 2 packs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would also get him on, he can take the Prostafex if he wants, but I would also get him on the Oxybody Cherry Berry.
Okay. Yeah, very, very good. And, of course, I would, let's see here, also, his doctors talked about a focal radiation, that one little spot of cancer. I would get a second opinion on that from a medical school and see what the medical school says about a focal radiation, based on the location of that prostate cancer, and let us know what they say. But we do everything you can. Of course, we have our vitamin C, oral vitamin C. You can take 2 or 3 of those a day in addition to support the immune system. And our zinc, you can take 2 of those a day, one at breakfast, one at dinner time, to support your immune system. And again, Char already said the collagen peptides. So those are the kind of things we would do. But then get another opinion on that focal radiation. I'd go to a medical school because they get paid the same no matter what they say. And so they're going to give you their best idea based on laboratory studies and so forth. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Alabama. And Daniel, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Daniel. Yes, sir. You're on the air. How can I help you?
I'm on dialysis. They told me last year I had 1 small kidney, 1 big kidney. And I just found out about you last year. I saw a thing on Benny Hinn, and with you and his nephew, I believe you helped.
Okay, so you saw Benny Hinn was running he was running an old show, because I haven't done a show with him in a little while, so he's running an old show. That's good.
Well, I saw it on YouTube. I saw that and everything. And I was bringing up kidney problems. And
okay, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 51. I'll be 52 in July 14th.
Okay, and how much you weigh?
407.
407 pounds.
Boy. Yeah.
Okay, how tall are you?
6'2".
Okay, 6'2". I'd like to say you weigh 200 pounds, so you're about 200 pounds overweight. Okay.
Yep, I'm going to weight loss surgery.
You had weight loss surgery already?
No, I'm fixing to try to get it done here pretty soon.
Okay. All right. So, Charmaine, what would you do for Daniel's dialysis or kidney issues? He weighs 407 pounds also. What would you do to help him lose some weight?
Well, he needs to get on a gluten-free diet, because overweight is usually a gluten problem in itself. Anyway, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then, because of his weight, he needs 4 healthy brain and heart packs. If he can't afford it, he needs whatever he can afford. And then he needs to add to that the collagen peptides, the Ultimate Daily Classic, very important. And he needs what? Because of his weight, 4 bottles.
I'd have him take 3 or 4 bottles, whatever he can afford, a minimum of 3. A minimum of 3 of those at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If he can afford a 4th dose, that's even better. And they will support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. And usually the dialysis will go away, the need for dialysis will go away in weeks. Now, what are you going to do to help him lose weight? What would you do for him to lose half a pound to 2 pounds a day?
Well, he needs to replace one of his meals a day with the keto shake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in his case, Monday through Friday, I would replace 1 meal, and on the weekends, he could try replacing 2 meals on Saturday and Sunday. But Monday through Friday, just, especially if he has to work or something like that, he just, please replace only 1 meal, okay? And you will begin to lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, okay? It's called the keto, Keto shake. Comes in strawberry or chocolate. And it's a meal replacer. It's not meant to add to a meal. It's a meal replacer. And we have literally, over the years, millions of people have used this successfully. And so this is not some by gosh guessing here. This is, a lot of great stories. And so you're going to have a great story here, Daniel. So we look forward to hearing from you. And you're going to have a great story. But the dialysis will go away very quickly. I'm sure you go in, once a month or something like that, or once every couple of months for some tests. But they're going to want to reduce the dialysis. Are you on dialysis 3 days a week or 4 days a week? or 6 days a week? Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Yeah. How many days a week?
3 days a week. 3 days a week.
How many? 3 days a week. Okay.
4 hours
Yeah.
and 15 minutes each time.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's easy. We'll help you get off the dialysis. Okay. And so keep in touch with us. Let us know what your second opinion is. On this from the medical school. But don't forget the keto shake. One a day. It's a meal replacer, Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, you can start out with 1 day, Saturday or Sunday, 2 meals a day. And if you don't have any problems or anything like that, then you can go to 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, 2 meals a day, keto shake. But Monday through Friday, just one keto meal. Doesn't have to be the same meal every day. All right. Give us a call every couple of weeks, and we will help you go through this. All right. Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Los Angeles, California. And Dave, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. My
Hello,
name is
Dave.
I have a friend who's going to get dialysis treatment soon, starting treatment soon, and I'm trying to find out the supplement will help, or the supplement will help, or interfere with the dialysis treatment.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, are we talking about your friend with dialysis? Is that how much they weigh?
He's going to start dialysis. He's 75. He weighs 175. He's 6'2".
Okay. All right. And so he's on dialysis. So, Charmaine, what would you do for a 175-pound guy who's on dialysis 3 days a week?
Okay, he needs to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs and get 2 extra bottles of Ultimate Daily Classic, collagen peptides, MSM, and Fucoid Z. And as long as he doesn't have any other problems, plus he's got to be on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And if
2 bottles of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, you're right, so you can take 3 twice a day. And that will support healthy blood pressure and healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. And usually within a couple of weeks, you're going to see less of a need for dialysis. The lab will say, I don't know why, we got to retest you here because this doesn't seem right. And so they'll take you off of dialysis usually in 4 to 6 weeks. Okay.
Thank you.
So this is we have a lot. You bet. Keep in touch with us because we have a lot of experience with this. And people say, well, my doctor said I'm going to be on dialysis for the rest of my life. Well, you might want to go talk to a medical school and see what they say. But, do our program, and then just go by the numbers. If the lab shows you don't have the need for dialysis anymore, you don't have the need for dialysis anymore. But do it by the numbers, do it by the lab. Don't by guess, by gosh, okay? And then give us a call, and we'll walk you through this.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you've got questions for Dr. Wallach, call us weekdays between noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Time at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here from Youngevity, Knife Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Minnesota. And John, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, John. You're on the air. Yes, sir.
I've got terrible knee pain in my right knee and my hip, and there was something on YouTube, CV something oil. They claim that another brand claims it helps with the pain and discomfort. And Nathima told me you got a new product out. I'm wondering if that's it.
Okay. Let's see here. How old are you and how much do you weigh?
I'm 70. I weigh about 155 now. And
how tall are you?
How old? 70?
No, how tall?
Oh, 5'3.5".
Okay. Let's see here. Do you have any other issues? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
I've got poor kidney function, and I've been on the product, but my family won't get off the gluten, so then I stopped for a while.
Cross-contaminated, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, Charmaine, what are we going to do for John? He's got hip pain, knee pain. What would you do for the pain, and what would you do to help him regrow his knee and his hip?
Well, he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, roast, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would get him on I get him on 2 healthy bone and joint packs. And I would add the collagen peptides, MSM, of course, and Fucoid Z to it. And I wouldn't hurt to take the Ultimate Daily Classic also. I think I would.
Yeah,
I take it anyway.
He's got kidney issues, so the Ultimate
he
Daily
needs that
Classic
for
would
sure.
be good.
Yep. He needs the Ultimate Daily Classic, 2 bottles of that.
Yeah, so 3 twice a day.
Vitamin D3 for absorption, and those things should take care of his issues.
What do you do for the pain?
Oh, well, I would get the CM cream and the trauma oil and put trauma oil in the CM cream, and it'll take care of the pain topically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the pain relief lasts for about 2 hours. You can also add, we have a CBD oil. There's no THC in it, so it's quite legal, CBD oil, and from our Hemp FX division, and that gives you 4 hours of pain relief. And so that covers the pain relief thing and also gives you the raw materials necessary to regrow cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between vertebrae, bone makes the bone itself, including the knees and the hips and so forth. And again, the CM cream plus the, let's see here, which oil do you like, Charmaine?
Trauma
oil. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us a call, if you would, John, and because people want to hear, okay, and don't forget the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets for your kidney issues, and let us know how the kidneys are going, because, do you have any high blood pressure?
My blood pressure's up a little bit.
Okay, but are you on medication for that?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, this program will help you with that and bring that little bit of blood pressure down to where it belongs. These things are not genetic. They're not autoimmune. They're all due to nutritional deficiencies. And you stay away from all the bad foods, as Charmaine laid out. And you're going to have a great story. So do call us, every couple of weeks and give us a progress report, because people are going to hear from you. Okay, whatever happened to that John guy with the hip and the knee stuff and all his pain and kidney issues and so forth? These are very common issues, okay? And it's because people don't get the nutrition they need. People get plenty of calories, okay? You get plenty of calories. That's not an issue. When we say nutrition, we're talking about the 90 essential nutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 3 fatty acids. And you have to be proactive at that. You can't just say, well, I'm eating well. Well, that's not good enough. Eating well is not good enough. You do have to consciously, proactively take everything. And then what you do get from your food, that's kind of like a bonus. That's value added. But you cannot depend on what is or what is not in there, because nutritional minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket around from the crust of the earth. They occur in veins like gold and silver. Okay, well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. And we'll be back in another day. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless the national anthem. And God bless America.